going to be getting into what the universe wants you to know today. There's no specific thing that I'm going to be kind of like looking into. It's more just whatever wants to come through today. So if you are here, I trust that the universe has guided you here for a reason. I am asking that the universe send whoever is meant to hear these messages to find this video some way, somehow. So let's just get straight into it. Universe, what do you want this group of people watching this video or listening to this video? What do you want them to know? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, especially in business or work. The Ten of Pentacles, wow, this might be a money or like work reading. We'll see. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, the messages are coming together. This is a very hard-working group of people, or maybe you've recently had to have a period of hard work. Seven of Swords. Yeah. So this message, the message that the universe wants to send to you right now, you may have seen signs about this already, possibly either other readings or your own intuition, because really what your spirit guides are trying to highlight is that my stomach is growling. What your spirit guides and the universe are trying to tell you is that they have been sending you signs, and you are meant to trust your own intuition when it comes to this. I think that these signs, like the universe is trying to tell you something about your like balancing your work and rest cycle. So you may have seen other readings, or you may have an idea already that the universe has been trying to tell you this. The universe is constantly sending us messages through like our own mind, our own consciousness, as well as externally. So this message is probably going to resonate very deeply with you if you've been in this period of imbalance, especially when it comes to your energy. I'm seeing a cycle here. I'm seeing like, you know, especially because we have these like rings, I'm seeing a cycle here, and we have like this like stone circle here too. Like there's this message coming through of you've been in this cycle of imbalance when it comes to resting and working and creating a healthy routine or a healthy structure that allows you to rest. This feels like it's so weird. I keep having messages come to me, like I can see them, or like, you know, I know what I want to say, and then the message just disappears. And so I feel like this is a little sign that, you know, again, more confirmation that you might not be trusting your own intuition enough. I think that one of the messages that kind of came and left, I think that it was about that cycle of rest and working, where it's like if you skip. So let's say that like there's a wheel. This is just what I'm seeing in my head. This might not make sense, so we'll just see what happens here. There's this wheel, and half of the wheel is like, the top half is like your work, and then the bottom half is your rest. And it's like if you're trying to run around this wheel, but you're trying to like basically like you get through the work part and then you get a little bit into the rest part and then you just jump ahead to like the work part. Like you're skipping a whole section of this wheel or of this cycle that is necessary, and it's like you can't keep jumping. It's like you're going to end up yeah, burning yourself out, becoming exhausted. Like if you don't fill your own cup and create this structure where you dedicate time to rest, like non-negotiable blocks of time. Because where a lot of this message is coming from is like we have the Three of Pentacles, and again, there's a circle. I just realized like there's just this feeling of cycles. I don't know. And yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles, it's like you've been working to get to a point where like, oh, okay, I'm hearing a very clear message that you've been working to get to a point where you don't have to like work anymore, and you're already kind of like in this position where what like you have been building is starting to pay off, but you don't feel like you can sit down and rest. Like you feel like you have to keep pushing or keep working on this thing so that it stays afloat, so that it works out. And I'm seeing that like you're with the Seven of Swords, you're strategically trying to skip the necessary rest that you need. This might not be necessarily like, I feel like you're not the type to be like, oh yeah, hustle culture, like I need to grind every single day, and like this doesn't, your energy doesn't come off to me in that way. I think that you logically know that rest is necessary and that it's important and that it's healthy and that it's a positive thing, but your nervous system is in that survival mode still. And so you're kind of strategically like, okay, how can I skip the necessary rest that I need with that Seven of Swords? The Four of Swords is that energy of rest. The Four of Swords is all about rest, meditation. You can see her in this image, like meditating, and you also see these like stars here where it's almost like she's balancing stuff. Very interesting sort of like confirmation. Let's go ahead and get some oracle cards. I feel like this group really needs to ground more. I've been using this, I'll show it to you. I've been using this Ancient Stones oracle. I really love it, and it just has such a grounding like feeling to it, probably because it is like the stones, and we have a theme of stones here. I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles we have the stones here. There's like this mountain or like stones in the back here, which is really interesting. So I feel like you guys really need to ground more, step into your body more, like really feel your body. A very easy practice that I have found, because I have never been the type to be able to just sit and feel my body, like get into my body. I feel like I'm always, I don't know, like focused on the external, like everything external. And that's what survival mode does to you. It like pushes you into constantly perceiving your external environment and not really tuning into your internal environment, which is your body. So a really simple practice that I have been finding, success with is just kind of sitting and taking deep breaths, feeling the air going, down your throat. My cat you're probably going to hear her in the background. She's got zoomies. Is, feeling the air going through your throat, into your lungs, feeling your stomach expand, your chest expand, feeling like doing like a body scan, scanning your whole body energetically, just like noticing the sensations in your body from, you can start either from your head or from your toes or from where you're seated, and just kind of like going up or down the body to notice each and every part of your body. And then also adding in, because that's a pretty like common practice in meditation, but then also adding in, I like to sit on the ground and like with my hands just touch. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I mean like in a normal, you know, in like a non-intimate way, just touching your body, like feeling your feet, feeling your legs, you know, touching like as much as you can of your body, your shoulders, your back, your stomach. And it kind of helps me to be like, to really feel grounded. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like you're kind of like learning your body, and like it in a way helps you focus less on the external, on your external environment, and really just tune into the sensations and the feelings of your body. And like, you know, I feel like also it can be like a very relaxing thing to do, because it's almost like a massage. You can give yourself a massage too. I do that. You know, like I'll give my legs a massage or something, just to kind of help me feel like I'm caring for my body. Which, like, if you're not used to caring for your body and taking care of yourself, it's a very good place to start. Because it's very simple. You know, you can do it for as long as you want. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. You could sit there and do it for a whole hour. And I think that it's a good entry way to caring for yourself. So yeah, hopefully that helps you to ground, and hopefully you can give that a try if you feel like that message resonates with you. So spirit guides, I'm going to specifically ask, what does this group of people need in order to ground themselves? How can they feel grounded? And I want to say, while also taking care of their responsibilities, because it really feels like you guys still have a lot of responsibilities. It feels like you guys are in this in between. It's like you found some success. And like, again, I'm really feeling like this is like business wise or like work wise. But this could be, you maybe have started to find success within your family, within your life, within your romance, within whatever. Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you guys have started to find success, but you're kind of in this limbo, in this like in between of like, okay, I'm just trying to learn how to maintain this, but I also like, I want to kind of get to a place where it can be stable without me having to try or having to put effort, you know, like trying to find this flow. Where everything just kind of flows naturally and everything is supported and there's like a good foundation. You've already built the foundation and you're really in that space where you're like, okay, I have the foundation, but like, where do I go from here? So I feel like you guys have a lot of responsibilities. You could have a lot of bills to pay. You could have a lot of things weighing down on you, or things that like require your like immediate attention. And trying to ground while you're in that space, especially while you're in this liminal space of like, you've got things figured out, but like you also kind of don't. Like, it's really hard to ground in that area, in that space. So what do you need to know to ground? The Eggstone, feminine power, embodiment, and fertility. This is actually really like reassuring or like reaffirming of the messages that I've been saying. My first thought when this card came out was of the Empress in tarot, because we have this feminine power, embodiment, which is that, like exactly what I was saying, really stepping into your body, like feeling your body. Yeah, and I feel like leaning into your feminine like side is really going to help you ground. I'm hearing like water as well, like being near a body of water, taking a shower or a bath, like, and making it like a meditative thing, or like a way that you connect with your senses and connect with your body could be significant for you. Stone of Destiny, life path, ambition, passion. Yes, I've never seen this card in like readings before, so this is awesome. It's a really pretty card. Life path, ambition, that's, I mean, that's where you are right now. You are on this path of ambition. Like, you have so much ambition with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like when you feel unsafe resting, this is a very specific message, and it almost kind of goes against what I was saying, but I think it's like a gateway to grounding and taking more time for self-care. I feel like a good way to ground yourself is when you know that you should be resting, but you just simply can't, because your nervous system, like, you can't sit and ground, like your nervous system is on go mode. Like, maybe doing something small, something very easy and simple, something you can do in flow for your business, your work, or whatever this kind of like Ten of Pentacles, the Pentacles energy is for you. Like I said, take that how it resonates, whether this is love, family, home life, whatever, or money, which is what I'm really feeling like it is. Find something that you can do that still, like, it helps you be in a flow state, or like it creates a flow state for you, but that it's not super, like, it's not hard to do. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's just like, maybe you're an artist and there's like a project that you've been wanting to start. Maybe just starting that project is how you can kind of help your nervous system find that in between and start to like balance itself, and start to ease into being able to ground and feel safe. Some other examples of this, just so that you kind of understand what I'm talking about, because I'm not sure if I'm coming off clear enough. Let's say that this is with your home life. You're trying to find more balance. You feel like you've kind of found a flow, but you haven't found that like flow with your nervous system yet. This could be creating like a small list of tasks that you can do when you really want to rest, and like, you know that you need to and that your body needs it, but your mind or your like nervous system won't let you rest or calm down or relax. Creating a small list of very easy things to do that help you feel, it's not super like it's allowing your body to kind of rest. This could be like, maybe, going back to that example of like your home life. If your home life is out of balance and it's time for you to rest, maybe just wiping down the counters, or like, something really simple, making the bed. It's not like, it's telling yourself, okay, I'm going to do this very simple task so that I can kind of like find that in between. Obviously, you still do need to rest. You need to sit down. Maybe it's, making the bed and then laying down for 5 minutes. Like, it can kind of, it's almost like a bridge to relaxing and allowing your nervous system to calm itself down. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we have stepping stones. Sorry, I kind of came out of focus for a second listening to my cat running around. Yeah, stepping stones. That's so interesting. You're ready for the next step, whether this is in your business or work or home life, love. You're ready for the next step. Like, you have secured everything that you need to secure in this chapter, during it, for this step, for this part of your process, in creating what you desire, you're ready to take on that next step. This is really this is a really reassuring card. I feel like, and I think that your focus is literally on simplifying, creating a simple, grounded structure around what you've created, and knowing that you're able to kind of take that step to whatever this thing is that you have created for yourself, being able to trust that it's in a stage where it can balance itself. It can stay standing, if that makes sense. Like, you've built a foundation and you're like in this place now where you can kind of like, you know, take the I don't know what you would call it, like take the structure like, I don't know, I'm picturing like some cement, and then there's like these wooden, I don't know if this is how this works. I don't know anything about construction, but it's like this cement like foundation, and then they pull the like wood supports off, I guess, because the cement has like settled or something. It's like that, like you're in that stage where it's like, okay, I can pull that, you know, the wood structure, the mold, that's the word that I'm looking for. Like, the foundation has hardened and you can pull the mold off and start building from there, you know. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, you've done step one, you're ready to move on to step two. I feel like that's a very straightforward message. So that is essentially what I'm seeing for you right now. I think that the universe is really calling you now to, since you've done step one, step two, I guess step two can be on pause while you focus on your nervous system. I really feel like you are meant to kind of ground yourself right now and trust, have more faith in the universe, and trust that what is meant for you is coming, because you have put in the work now, and you can kind of take a step back. Still moving on to the next step, but it's kind of this, it's really interesting. Like, I feel like these messages have been, there's so much in between that I'm feeling. There's so much, like, it's very, I don't know if this is the right word, but like ambiguous. It's very just like in between. You're in between stages, and right now your focus is just kind of like working on your needs, your personal, physical, energetic, emotional, mental needs. So yeah, that's all of the messages that I have for you. I will leave all of my socials in the description. I also started a Patreon, which I created it a while ago, and I've started posting on there now. And so I will leave that in the description. There's things like readings. There's going to be full-length monthly readings. And what's great about that is that they're a little bit more exclusive than, you know, just, I feel like like the universe, everything is a message. The universe sends everything to you as a message, but sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming when it's like there's free messages just all over YouTube, all over social media. And so what Patreon does that I really like is that it kind of creates this exclusivity, I guess, that, you know, it's like if you're there and you feel called to pay for the membership, you know, are essentially getting access to messages that no one else really has access to, or a very, very small percentage of people. So they can feel a lot more comforting and a lot more exclusive than just a message that anyone can come across. But I guess that, you know, either way, it doesn't really take the validity out of the message. The universe is sending you messages through everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you feel. That is your intuition and the universe. You guys are co-creating, so everything is a message. But yeah, so that's great because it's a little more exclusive. I also do personal readings, so I will leave the link to that in my description as well so that you can get a personal reading with me. I do offer pretty affordable readings. I have a short video reading for $11, and then I have another reading which is like a one question, or like it's like specifically around your blockages, like anything that's blocking you. That's called the Crossroads reading. That one's $44. It's a bit longer, and we just really dive into essentially around your question, or just like what could be blocking you, stopping you from growth, etc. So it's a really great option for clearing out blockages in your life, and I will leave the description for all of that. I will leave the links for all of that in the description below, and I'm so grateful for you joining me here, especially if you've made it all the way to the end and listened to me yap. I'm very, very grateful for you being here, for you coming across this message. I know the universe led you here for a reason, but I just want to say thank you to yourself, to your guides, to the universe for bringing us together, and I hope to see you in a future video. So please subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I post other readings. However, I always encourage people to take the messages that resonate. You don't have to listen to every message, but just to support the YouTube channel, if you want to subscribe and turn on notifications, that would make me so happy. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Bye.